this is your September reading for all earth signs, okay? So I just want you to relax. I've got the cards, okay? So remember, these are general readings. This is for the month of September. But if you want to contact me for a more in-depth reading, you can by just looking in the description box underneath this video. You can either email us or contact us through Facebook. Okay? Okie dokie. So, earth signs. Hope you're all keeping well. Let's start with Virgo. For anybody out there who it's been their birthday or it's coming up, happy birthday. Okay. And I'm going to timestamp these underneath as well. Let's see what's going on for the month of September, Virgo, okay? Right. I'm feeling it's as if that you've had to take a stand recently. I don't know if things have been going a little bit haywire for you. Especially at the moment with everything that's going on with the planets. But I'm getting that feeling, Virgo, that I don't know if you feel like your head's been in a bit of a vice. I'm not saying literally, but you feel like your head's been in a bit of a vice and you feel like everything's getting too much. And what I want to say is that there's a release of this and it's coming in within the next 3. So I do feel for Virgos that they're definitely going through a new doorway. Things are definitely going to improve. I've got the King of Wands and it's as if that you're standing there with your hand out and you're waiting for answers. You've released a lot of negative, you're trying to move on. You've been wondering what everything's been about. Now, I don't know if this has been on a global scale or a personal scale, but it's as if you're standing there very bewildered thinking, what's next? And I do feel it's about taking a stand, especially to do within work environment. I do feel things have been a little bit tough and emotionally. But when I look at the 8 of Wands, I always get that sort of like, King Arthur where he's sticking his sword in the earth. It's like, I've had enough. I'm standing up for myself now. I don't know if that resonates with you, Virgo. It's about you've been releasing. You're trying to move on. You're trying to focus on yourself. And it's about believing in yourself as well. I always say it's about practicing the law of attraction. This is very, very important. It's definitely money related. So to me, this could be you're trying to sort your finances out. Even though I've got the King of Pentacles here, this works for both genders. But I do see a male. I see a male having to make a decision. And as I look at this, it's as if I want to say, just go for it. Remember, this could resonate for quite a few people as well. So when I look at the King of Pentacles, I want to say, just go for it. And I do feel on a love note, it's as if that you're trying to shut a door and you're trying to move on. You're trying to move on into a new situation. So it could be, I don't know if some of you are going through a separation or a divorce or you've been thinking about it. Remember, the planets at the minute haven't been helping people within soulmate, twin soul relationships. Because when you're in that relationship with somebody, you do get quite affected. But it's about breathing, counting to 10 and trying to let it go over your head. But it's definitely about letting go of old wounds. But I do feel that there's a new pathway for you this September, Virgo. And anybody who's been planning on doing anything nice for their birthday or maybe is taking a trip or going out for a nice meal or whatever, do it. It'll do you good. And try not to worry about finances. It's very, very important. For yous who are out there who are in your soulmate relationship, it's about keeping that fire burning. It's about suggesting things that you can do as a couple. Because sometimes things can get a little bit mundane. You know, you go to work, you come home, you know, you sort the bills out, you've got the kids or whatever, or the grandkids, you've got the shop and the groceries to do, housework. And sometimes things just get too much, especially the way everything's been happening globally recently. But I want to say on a money note with the Three of Pentacles, it's about any decisions that you make to do with a new business idea or anything to do with crypto or anything that you want to take a chance on. Maybe if you're careful about it, yes, go for it. Go for it. And remember, you can contact us if you want a more in-depth reading. But there's a bit of mystery there as I look at like the pentacle there as well. It's definitely about taking a stand and holding your power. So I've got the Magician card here. I love that. And I feel it's definitely, we are all awakening. We are awakening to who we truly, truly are. We as spirit beings in a suit. Remember, what animals are spirit beings in a fursuit. I do see travel here. I'm actually getting a lot of overseas connections here. So I don't know if that's what you're doing online, or you're planning, you normally have been well-travelled, or are you dealing with somebody who's well-travelled at the moment and you need answers? And I want to say it's yes. Sometimes when I'm getting messages from spirit, you know, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. I just got to give off their messages. But we've got the Chariot card. It's quite a tough one, the Chariot card. It's about just standing and believing, okay? It's about believing. Some of you have been going through a rough time. Maybe it's from change of job or change of relationship. And you're one of them people, being a Virgo, you just want to keep everybody happy. But I do get an overseas connection with you, and I'm getting it really, really strong. Are you dating somebody overseas? Are you wanting to go overseas? Do you travel with your work? I want to clarify this in a minute. I'm also seeing a legal situation coming up, and you haven't got to worry about it. And there's some unexpected news coming in for you. And maybe that's mid-month into the end of September. So possibly watch for that, Virgo. Are you waiting for some news on something to do with compensation, or are you waiting for a check coming through? To me, definitely things are turning around for you. I've got the World card here. Remember, everything's about negative, everything's about positive. But I look at the World card and I just feel it's a really good card. Clarification. Anything that you've been maybe, wondering if you've done the right thing, you will get answers. Sometimes people don't have to actually say the words. It's just their actions or how they say it, what gives you the clarification. And this could also be definitely to do with relationships, or to do with work, to do with career. But I feel anything that you want to take a chance on, definitely this month, any plans that you're making for this year, definitely 100% go for it. So I'm going to clarify this. But all in all, I feel it's a really good month, Virgo. I'm getting the 27th and the 28th. Yeah, there's more balance coming in. This is the year, especially coming into the fall, coming into the winter. It's about putting the roots in the ground. Some of you maybe have been prepping as well, making plans. Have you been changing your wardrobe? Have you been wanting to change your whole look? It's about getting rid of the old, coming in with the new. That's what it's about. A lot of twos here today. It's taking that stand. And I'm getting, remember, we look at things how we feel. I'm getting twin soul, twin flame. If you're not with your twin flame, have you been dealing with your twin flame and you need answers? It's a definite yes. And it's definitely to do with love. I'll just confirm that. Remember, you've got your twin flame, twin soul, same thing. And you've got your soulmate. So your soulmate's like that safety blanket. And your twin soul is the person what can take you to the heights of passion. And they can drop you up and down, but it's very passionate. They're the ones that you normally connect with your kundalini, and you normally really know what each other's thinking. But you tend to get more stability with your soulmate. The question is, Virgo, have you met your soulmate? Have you met your twin soul? Because if you haven't, you're about to. You're about to. I'm going to give you some numbers here. So these are lucky numbers, and I'm getting 16, 24, 26, 29, 11, and 12. I'll give you one more. I'm getting number 6. Be it what you want to do with them numbers. Some people put them on the lottery. Sometimes they resonate with dates or with loved ones and spirits. So like birthdays, memories, passings. But it's lucky numbers to come in. So I want you to remember that. Okay. So yeah, I feel on the whole, Virgo, it's quite a month. It's quite a month. But it's about letting go of the old and coming in with the new. I hope that's helped. All right. Right. Let's do the next one. What have I got? What have I got? Capricorn. Capricorn. This is your forecast for September. Excuse me. Got a bit of a croak in my throat. So I hope you've been keeping well, Capricorn. Remember, these are general readings. If you want a more in-depth reading, you can contact me on the link below. The email is, or contact us through social media. I normally respond quicker on Facebook or email. But let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. Is this the month for Capricorn? Oh, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Oops, nearly knocked that. Get excited sometimes, you know. Oh, these are amazing. Right. Like I've been always saying, that as we come into the Great Awakening, we are finding out who our true friends are, who aren't, who are enemies, and who our soulmate is, and who our twin soul is. And a lot of you Capricorns have been reminiscing. You've been reminiscing, thinking about the past, wondering, you know, who is your soulmate? Who is your twin soul? I feel some of you out there do know that. I'm seeing a man with not much hair, with big news. I know this may resonate for a lot of people, but I want to say it's a yes. You'll get the yes. It will be good. So that's coming in from Spirit. I've got the Wheel of Fortune. These are nice cards. These are nice cards. Capricorn, have you just been again shutting a door and opening a new door? Remember, when we're doing categories of star signs, sometimes they can all sort of intermingle a bit as well, because you're coming from the same category. Because I got the same thing for the last one as well. But as I look at the Wheel of Fortune, I feel things are definitely on the up, but it's about keep practice on the law of attraction. I see sort of dealing with a bulk of money or trying to deal with a bulk of money, trying to sort it out, hoping that it will spread, and it will. But it's about, you know, just be careful, just try and not overspend this month, and making plans for the winter. I've got the 3 of Cups here. So I feel a lot of you have had a lot of tears. For some of you who are out there who have been on your own, I'm seeing a new sort of admirer here. I don't know if this is somebody that you've been clicking with and you've been wondering if they like you, if you've been wondering that. And I want to say, why don't you just ask them out? It doesn't matter if you're male or you're female, you know, this is the year of Aquarius. It's about going for it. And remember, these cards work for all genders as well. Okay? But you'd either male, male, female, male, female, female. It works for anybody. I always say that. There seems to be a bit of a rumour going around that people who are not straight don't seem to find their soulmates or their twin souls. And that's not true. This is definitely not true. This is... everybody has a soulmate, everybody has a twin soul, and it's very important that I say that. And we are finding this out. But I feel it's as if where there's been a lot of tears, or maybe failed relationships, or maybe disappointment in relationships. I feel things are definitely going to change for you, but you have to practice the law of attraction. I've got a lost I've got a lost female in spirit, and she watches over you. It's an elderly lady. Remember, this may resonate for many people. And I look at the Queen of Cups and I feel this is like a motherly link, what's coming through, or a grandma. And I'm getting the letter A or the letter E is coming through very strong, and the letter S. Excuse me. Excuse me. I've been spraying with polish. I've got a lot of allergies. So I look at the Queen of Cups and I feel it's as if this lady's blessing you, and she's telling you that she never got to say goodbye to you. And she wants to say, go for that move. You need to go for that move, Capricorn. Is this a move within a home situation or a job situation? And there's a readdressing of anybody who's self-employed, or a readdressing with organisation. Again, I'm getting that you're getting rid of the clutter, you're moving on. But I'm getting love affairs. It's as if you've ended one relationship, or you're wondering if this next new person's right for you, or maybe there's a little bit of a taboo situation, or you're worried about what people think. Or if people aren't in that sort of situation with relationships, maybe it's that you're worried about what family may think about a situation, about you making a decision. And it's about not worrying about this. It's about letting off them vibes, that everything, that you're confident about this, and don't let off negative energy. Because I've got the Lovers cards. And I always feel there's like a blessing coming in around for you this month, Capricorn. Things are going to start to improve. Things are going to start to improve. Where there's been a lot of pain, there's going to be improvement. I've got the Four of Pentacles. I do feel there's been tears, and it's like you're shutting that door. But definitely balance. Are some of you sort of going through like a sort of a transition, or the ending of a divorce, or shutting a business? And things are definitely going to improve. I'm also seeing either a purchasing in a house or a selling of a property. Keep positive. It's very, very important that you keep positive. I want to see the number 17. I want to see 20, 22, 23, 19 and 4. And that's without even looking in the crystal ball. I'm going to get some more numbers for you. And I always see with the numbers that either going to bring in big news, possible unexpected events. Unexpected events. Don't worry about it. And a blast from the past trying to appear. But again, I feel you're moving forwards. Or maybe you've come out of one relationship and you've been friendly with this sort of ex-partner, ex-wife, ex-husband, whatever. And you're worried about what they think about you going into a new relationship because you still want to keep them as a friend. It could be something like that. Remember, because we're all recognising who's part of our soul family. But I've got the Knight of Swords here. And I feel it's as if that there's a dark-haired man who does love you. Now, again, this could resonate for many people. Why don't you just give him a call? There's a marvellous book I've got, and it's by Louise Hay, and it's called Take Control of Your Life. I like that. I like the story behind it. Try and watch it if you can. Try and read it if you can. It's quite an old book. How she met her husband, how she became successful. Because it's hard for the angels to intervene when you're just doing the same thing day in and day out. A rejoining of hands, anniversaries, celebrations. Go for it. I'm also seeing wedding bells here as well. Just going to clarify that. I don't know why I'm getting like Scottish Highland music. Getting this really strong. Loch Ness. I'm getting that very strong. Some of you got Scottish connections, or some of you planning on going there. film with Ted, what do you call it in? Loch Ness, that old film from the 90s. Then he meets that woman up in the Highlands, like a love story, and that's how they find Nessie. There's a message in that film. It's really the Loch Ness monster, but the Scottish people keep the loch. You know, they want to protect Nessie from the real truth. Because the truth is sacred. I'm being given that very strong. Capricorn, the truth is sacred. Are you trying to protect somebody? Clarify this. Knight of Cups. There's definitely new love on the horizon for you. Things are going to improve. And like I say, if you're not looking for a relationship, some of you who are single out there and you just enjoy being on your own, because that's fine. Maybe things are going to improve for you energy-wise. But I keep getting like temptation and not to worry. Not to worry. Don't let your cup be half empty. The Temperance card here. Let it be half full. Just go for it. Don't hold back and be like a wallflower. Just go for it. I'm getting this really, really strong. Because everything's going to be okay. Everything. I always like the Ace cards. It's like confirming. Look. Lucky month for you. But it's about not holding back. Don't be that wallflower. Just go for it. Let's have a look in the crystal ball for you and see if I can give you some more lucky numbers. I want to say that anybody that you're worried about with all this global events going off, like maybe it's any family members or friends who are like caught up in anything, they'll be fine. See, packages and parcels, so I don't know what that means. You're trying to help somebody out. Or some of you is into like humanitarian work or wanting to do something for humanity. Yeah, I'm just getting the same numbers again. I'm getting 27 again. Yes, I want to say yes. Whatever it is that you're pondering on, there's a big yes. And I'm getting the number 16 as well. So maybe that's the 16th, the 21st, the 23rd. And I'm also getting, definitely number 16 is bouncing out, all right? But I want to say yes is bouncing out of this crystal ball. So any questions that you've been worried about or asking about, it's saying yes, okay? But like I say, if you want to look more into it, you can contact us, okay? Because these are general readings. But yeah, overall, I want to say don't hold back, Capricorn. Just go for it. All right? And have a blessed month. Okay. Okie dokie. It's Taurus time. Happy September, Taurus. Let's see what's going on. I'm getting monkey business. Someone been doing monkey business on you? Let's see what's happening. I've been trying to get to the bottom of a mystery. Letters or emails coming in from overseas. Don't be worried. I'm getting this really strong. It's like you're going to have to readdress things. I'm going to have a look at this. Okay. Right. This is for the month of September, Taurus. So I've got the Hanged Man. Okay. Now, it's as if that I'm getting, I don't know if you're overworked or you're tired or you feel things are hitting a peak in your life and things are very, very extreme. And I am getting worried here. You need to start looking after yourself more to do with health issues, maybe it's food, you know, diet. Because I do feel like your calendar's very full, you're very busy. Or maybe as if you're not working, you're just looking after people. I do get that you care a lot about people around you, but you tend to be, what's the word? You can't say no to, you can't be abrupt when you want to be abrupt. You tend to put your family first, be it either, family members first or dear loved ones. It's about not feeling that you have to always say yes. Remember, you are writing your own book. You are writing your own movie. I've got the World card here. So that's normally says that, you know, there's some of you are either in a field where you are leading or you are helping people. Some of you may be entrepreneurs or running your own business. Some of you, I feel, are caught up in a situation where you feel you can't walk out of it. I am getting a very strong business feeling when I look at that. And if it's the case that you're not in that situation, are you worried about somebody who is overdoing it? So I would say that you're very much you want to get to the nitty gritty. You want to get to the nitty gritty. You want to get to the truth. But the situation here is saying that there's a path what could bring worry. When I look at the Judgment card, now don't worry about this. It's saying that, or maybe it's a very controversial path that you are on. I know there's a lot of divide in the world at the moment, but are some of you into law and order? Are some of you into helping people, guiding people? Are some of you psychic? But it's about use your judgment, use your intuition, because whatever is being perceived at the minute in a situation around you isn't what it's supposed to be. I do feel that there's revelations coming for Earth. I do feel there's revelations coming for Earth. But as I look at the Judgment card, you've been sent here to help people. You've been sent here to guide people. So don't feel that you have to always please other people who are maybe on the same path as you, but they are to the extreme. It's about standing in your own power. Because what I'm feeling is there's a situation about to arise, which if you are not careful, now don't worry about this, if you are not careful, it could sort of like hold you back or maybe show you in a bit of a bad light. So by practicing the law of attraction, standing in your own self, if you get a feeling about something, say it, but don't go along with it just because somebody else wants you to go along with it. Does that make sense? Because I feel the Eight of Wands could bring, it could bring a block within a career or maybe a rethink. Or are some of you thinking of changing your career? But whatever's going on, I feel it's as if that you've come from the angel realm, you've come here to help people. And what you don't need to be doing is going down that path of blindly when you are very gifted. I don't know what I'm saying here. This is just what's coming out. But the Star card is coming out. People look up to you. Are some of you into the care profession? Are some of you having a lot on your plate at the moment? So again, like I always say, that it comes down to negative and positive in this world. And we are writing our own book. So to me, by standing, because I'll tell you what will happen if you go down that path, that one, or that one. So by you standing in your own power and going what you feel, not what the group or the situation or people around you want you to say, or do you understand, or feel, then you're going to come out on top by you just standing in your own power, not to feel afraid about it. But there is a tricky situation arising. I'm going to look into this for you. But the Ace of Cups is coming out. Now, normally the strength card normally means it came out upside down. So it normally means that you're a strong person. So you have been overdoing it a little bit recently, Taurus. So it's about taking that step back, pumping yourself full of vitamins, you know, be around nature. And it's okay. And reevaluating things, if that makes sense. So I'm going to look into this more for you. Let's see what this means. Yeah. If there is a love situation, what's going to change for you? So if none of this makes sense to do with work, has it been making sense to do with a relationship? But there's a new relationship on the cards here for you. And I do believe as well that you're going through a new doorway. You're going through a new doorway, I would say, by the end of the month, going into October. I know these are September's readings, but I'm just looking at it the way I'm seeing it. And some of you who are in a relationship, your relationship's going to improve. It's going to go to a different level. So any clashes that you've been doing, there's a more of a deeper understanding. Remember, everybody who's around you is signed contracts to be together at this most important time on earth. That's what it's all about. But things are definitely improving. And I want to say by this time next year, it's like you're on a totally different pathway. But it's about not feeling afraid. Does that make sense, Taurus? It's about not feeling afraid. Got the death card here. And it's coming out over the Hanged Man. So there's definitely change coming in for your career. There's a definite, I want to say like a drastic change. If some of you's lost your jobs or worried about your jobs, or you're thinking of changing your job. But don't feel afraid. Because by standing in your own power, things are going to improve for you. Does that make sense? But there's to me, I'm trying to get a time in here. So we've got the Four of Swords upside down. Right, I've got within the four. Now, normally swords is months. There could be a lot of change, or something that you've been working for is going to drastically change. So if we go by what the timings have seen with the cards, September, October, November, by the end of the year. So you need to, like I said, don't fall into a trap. Just stand there, you know, in your own conviction. Stand there in your own strength and believe in yourself, because what you don't need to be is getting swallowed up into a situation what you can't get out of. And that's the only way I can put it over. But it doesn't mean it's a definite, because you can change it. Remember, there's timelines, fluid timelines. Yeah, because there's mystery there. Or some of you is detectives, or some of you is police, or some of you is into the law, or some of you is into psychic abilities. Mystery uncovered, will unfold, but there's always a layers upon layers. And anybody who's been suspecting anything, High Priestess upside down, there's definite deception here. It could be to do with, you know, maybe have you been looking at your circle and wondering who you to trust and who not to trust. Remember, it's a very dog-eat-dog world. But also as well, have you been, has there been an affair on the cards, or has there been something that you've been, let's clarify that. Or some of you have been having trust issues with somebody. Saying it's fine. Things aren't what it seems. So maybe there's somebody around you who's been having a communication problem. That's what it is. So if you change your energies, their energies will change. And it's the same with people that you work with as well. But there's definite, it's like you're going back and then you're changing things. I don't know what this actually means, but I think it's something to do with work. Readdressing things. So again, I want to say practice the law of attraction. And there's a warning within business or work, and it's to do with maybe it's the next 4 days. 4 days. But you need to be standing on your own. You don't need to be having hangers in there. Things are definitely, I'm feeling that if you're not been thinking about changing work, you're going to be, and I'll leave that one there. So it's about practicing the law of attraction, being around nature, and standing in your own power. Okay, and I'm going to give you some numbers here. I hope this has helped. Yeah, I see a bridge. The tree of life. The tree of life. Remember who you are. I'm being given remember who you are, and not to get swallowed up in what people want you to be. And that's coming through really, really strong. But like I say, if you want me to look deeper into this, I can. Just contact underneath in this description of this video, and I'll look more into it for you. But you'll be fine. I just feel it's like you're taking a different direction this month. Or are you aware? Are you aware that you are taking this direction change? But I want to say go for it. Don't feel afraid what other people think. And normally Taurus don't. But in this situation, you're going to be, if not, you're going to be caught up in a situation that you could be. So just keep going there. And then I'm also feeling, I want to close this. I'm getting 21, 14, 19, 13, 28, 29, 10 and 4. There's somebody coming in giving you a red rose. I feel this is possibly like a spirit guide of yours. And I feel love is definitely on the horizon. So take more time for yourself, Taurus. And when you take time for yourself, that's when magic starts to happen. I hope I've helped you there. I hope you have enjoyed that for your month of September. And don't forget, I want you all to, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash the button, and I'll be back on again soon. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well for more updates. Take care and have a beautiful September. Bye now.